Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Regenerative Business with Sam Garcia. That's me. This week, we have a awesome little preview from our new program that's coming out, the Somatic Business Masterclass, and it comes out next week, both as a part of the Regenerative Business Creation Lab and also as a la carte masterclass. And I wanted to give you guys a little taster in here because if you pre-order the masterclass this week before it comes out next week, then you get a $50 discount. So the full price of the masterclass is $199 if you purchase it before it goes live or pre-order it before it goes live. Next week, you get it for $149. So let's take a peek. Branding is more than just colors and fonts and logos. It's way more. When you're using it in its most powerful way, it is actually doing the work for you to emit a certain energy and attract the right people in. In the context of regenerative business, your branding is like the flowers that are attracting in pollinators. And this does not mean that your branding needs to be the prettiest or most alluring version of you or a front that you're putting out. This is actually about connecting in with and radiating out your truest and most authentic message, whether it is you as the center point of your business, if you are a personal brand, or if you're connecting in with your business's energy and radiating that out. So, for example, there is something called a corpse flower. The scent that it puts out is, surprise, surprise, the smell of a corpse. And the reason for this is that it's trying to attract flies because what pollinates the corpse flower are flies. Because the realest version of you and your business is going to be the most authentic and is going to be the most magnetic. And that's where we can actually tap into this today, which is the whole point of somatic branding and us actually doing somatic work today in this masterclass, is so that you can tap into the deepest, most authentic level, which is the most magnetic version. Branding allows your business to show up and put out flowers and attract people in without you actually being there. It's not you flowering, it's your business flowering. And when we're actually able to tap into the unconscious and the somatics, like we'll talk about in a second, it allows for a more hypnotic state. You're tapping in on this level that is deeper and more powerful than our conscious minds and are just our logic. It becomes this more hypnotic element that can allow people to actually transform more deeply, more quickly, just through your marketing, which, absolutely, we want to help people through our marketing and allow people to have amazing transformations through their marketing, whether they ever pay us or not. And it can usher them into working with us more easily so that they can have deeper and deeper transformations more and more quickly. So that's powerful, right? And it all starts with the branding, and it all is woven together with the branding. So now let's actually talk about somatic branding. So somatic, if you don't know that term, it's essentially in your body. Within our bodies is the power of our energy and emotions. And within our bodies is our unconscious minds or our subconscious minds, depending on what you call it. And why this matters beyond us, often if you're spiritual or your audience is spiritual and conscious, there is much more of a connection to our emotions and our feelings than just what's happening in our conscious mind. And even if you have a hyper logical audience, followers, ideal customer, doesn't matter because they've found that 95% of buying decisions happens in our subconscious minds. So let me reference this correctly. Harvard Business School professor Gerard Zoltman found that 95% of our purchase decision-making takes place in the subconscious mind. So subconscious decision-making is more important than conscious decision-making. We make the decision first with our subconscious mind, and then our conscious mind just comes in and gives logical reasons for why it's a good decision. And as I said, our subconscious lives in our body. So that's why somatic branding that is a felt experience, is the most powerful branding that you can install within your business. And how we do this is by tapping into our own felt experience and making decisions from our felt experience of what is the energy that we're trying to radiate out. You want to emit energy through your branding. Okay, so if you want to join us within the Somatic Business Masterclass that goes live next week and you want to pre-order it this week for a $50 discount, you can go to the show notes and you'll get a direct link there, or you can go to Instagram at The Dirty Alchemy and you'll find the link in there. It's not a special link, it's just you go to the Somatic Business Masterclass checkout page, which could also be found at learn.thedirtyalchemy.com/store. Yes, that's the correct URL. And as soon as it actually is, because we're doing all our edits this week and we're finalizing all the details and uploading all the resources this week. So that's how you get the preview. It's not a live masterclass. It is a pre-recorded so that it is all buttoned up and ready for you to view at your leisure as soon as it's live. What's inside of all of it is you get the full explanation and download of what branding is, how it fits into a regenerative business, what it can do for you in a regenerative business, and the theories behind somatic branding and how that is different than standard branding. And then it is a full-on workshop where I'm walking you through the whole process of actually tapping into your somatic brand. There are multiple meditations in there for tapping into that. And then a full workbook that we work through together for defining your vision, your core messaging, and then you get to do the fun thing of picking out your colors and fonts. And even if you already have those, this can actually take that deeper to make sure it is radiating out the correct essence. And if it is something, because I like to go through the somatic branding process for every offer that I have. So you can do a larger version of the somatic branding masterclass for your entire brand, but then you get to go back and do it for each offer, because a different offer can have a slightly varying flavor than your full brand. So to be able to tap into that to make sure it is hitting the right notes is a really fun process. And then there are full-on walkthroughs of how to apply this into your Canva, make sure your branding's all set up in your Canva account, or how to share it with a designer if you use a graphic designer or a web developer. Because really the whole point of this is to make it so your business is an empowered regenerative business ecosystem that can function without you, has a reputation separate than yourself. So you don't have to be there on a daily basis or weekly basis or even monthly basis. And you can actually walk away and your business is thriving and growing and decomposing and creating fertile soil and all the good things that you want your business to do and changing people's lives, whether or not you are there. So check the show notes for that. Or again, you can go to learn.thedirtyalchemy.com/store, and that will take you to a page with a bunch of different digital products we have, including the Somatic Business Masterclass. If it is still on pre-order, so if it hasn't gone live yet, it will be that $149 price. If you're hearing this later and you missed it, it'll be $199 on there. And if you are on the fence about joining the Regenerative Business Creation Lab, the Somatic Branding Masterclass is one small piece in the larger puzzle of your regenerative business framework. You can join the Somatic Branding Masterclass now, and the entire price that you pay for the program will go towards Regenerative Business Creation Lab if you choose to join that later. So you'll get a coupon code as long as you join. So there's no risk in joining that and joining the Regenerative Business Creation Lab later, because it is a part of it that. So I will talk to you guys next week and have a lovely continued winter that we're all experiencing. I know it's a little bit cooler here on Maui, with able to wear longer sleeves up until 9 a.m. It's delightful. And I get to jump onto a plane to visit my family, my favorite aunt and uncle in Los Altos Hills in California. So I'm gearing up for that for like a slightly colder, more festive holiday this year for Christmas. And I'll talk to you soon.